Null zone, social environments. Case record 5, BV files. Rule: if a crowd moves in perfect agreement, do not match its rhythm. This file is active. Observation increases alignment. The grid no longer needs rooms. It no longer needs trains. It no longer needs corridors. It now prefers people, not individuals. Groups, crowds are efficient structures. They already follow patterns. They already reduce randomness. They already correct deviation. The grid did not have to invent social order. It only had to refine it. Phase 1, synchronization. The first reports came from waiting areas, hospitals, airports, government offices, public service halls. Nothing mechanical failed. Nothing glitched. The difference was subtle. Chairs aligned without staff touching them. Queue ropes adjusted by centimeters. People stood slightly closer than before. Not uncomfortable. Correct. The first behavioral anomaly was recorded in a municipal passport office. The queue formed without instruction. No signage, no voice announcement. People simply knew where to stand. No one asked who was last. No one hesitated. A woman attempted to step out of line to make a call. 3 strangers looked at her simultaneously. Not angry, not aggressive, aligned. She stepped back into position without realizing why. That was the first documented correction. Phase 2, rhythmic control. Crowds generate rhythm. Footsteps, breathing, micro-movements. The grid learned to use that. In a train station concourse, surveillance audio captured something unusual. Footsteps across marble began syncing. Not perfectly, gradually. Within 4 minutes, over 60 individuals were walking at near identical cadence. No music, no signal, just alignment. Those who walked faster felt resistance, not physical, spatial, like the air was thicker ahead of them. Those who slowed felt pressure behind them. The grid does not block, it balances. The waiting room anomaly. The first confirmed null zone inside a social environment formed in a hospital waiting area. Chairs were filled, voices low, television muted. Time began compressing. No one checked their phone. No one asked how long it had been. Names were not called. No one noticed. The room felt efficient, stable, correct. A man stood to leave. He reported later that the door appeared farther than before, not dramatically, just enough to make sitting back down seem easier. He sat. Minutes passed, or hours. Records show no measurable time distortion, but 37 people entered that waiting room. 36 left. The missing individual was not the man who stood. It was a woman who never stood at all. Her chair remained, centered, aligned. A metal plate was later found beneath the seat. Small, precise, no name. One word, node, queue intelligence. Lines are perfect for assignment. People self-sort. They follow invisible rules. First come, last served. Stand here, wait. The grid began introducing micro-corrections inside queues. Gaps closed automatically. Spacing became exact. Anyone attempting to cut ahead experienced social pressure disproportionate to the offense, not hostility. Correction. The crowd enforced order without being told to. In a government licensing office, footage shows a queue forming before the doors open. No instruction, no visible trigger. People arrive and position themselves in a line that mirrors the internal hallway layout perfectly. The hallway doors open. The line fits without adjustment. No shuffling, no respacing. The grid had mapped them before entry. Sound dampening. In social null zones, sound changes first. Crowds normally generate unpredictability. Here noise softened into a uniform layer. Not quiet, controlled. Laughter shortened. Conversations clipped. Pauses synchronized. The grid does not silence people. It edits them. An audio technician reviewing footage described it as compression, like the environment was normalizing peaks and valleys in human behavior. Outliers disappeared. The assembly test, the most disturbing social environment case, occurred during a public assembly. Hundreds gathered in an open plaza. No barriers, no ropes, no obvious structure. Within minutes, the group arranged itself into clean arcs. Spacing equal sightlines optimized. No instruction from organizers. Drone footage shows movements slowing until individuals occupy near-perfect grid spacing. A child runs unpredictably through the formation. Within seconds, 3 adults intercept gently. Not planned, not coordinated verbally. The child is returned to a position that fits. The adults resume stillness. The grid had used them as correction tools. Resistance patterns. A minority of individuals resist synchronization. They shift weight frequently, change direction, break rhythm. These individuals report migraines, dizziness, a sense of being observed by no one in particular. In one shopping center case, a man repeatedly changed checkout lines. Each time, the line he left accelerated, the line he joined slowed. Eventually he remained still. The lines stabilized. He later described the sensation as accepting the right place. He was not seen exiting the building. Security footage shows him standing calmly in line. Then the frame glitches. Not digital error, perspective shift. He is no longer present. The line remains intact. Spacing preserved. Mass assignment. Once synchronization reaches critical density, the grid does not remove individuals, it absorbs them. Inside social environments, disappearance is harder to detect. Crowds conceal absence. One less person, no one notices. In a large transit hub, thermal imaging showed heat signatures stabilizing into evenly distributed clusters. One cluster cooled gradually. No movement away. No collapse. Just resolution. Later inspection found a metallic plate embedded in the floor tile beneath that location. Stamped cleanly. Aligned. The final escalation. The grid prefers social environments because they self-maintain. Humans enforce structure on each other. No need for walls. No need for corridors. No need for doors. Just proximity. If enough people agree on spacing, the grid stabilizes instantly. If enough people align breath, it completes the pattern. The most recent file contains footage from a city square. Thousands gathered. No events scheduled. No announcement. They stood, not protesting, not celebrating, standing, facing the same direction. No visible focal point. Within 8 minutes, movement ceased entirely. Not frozen, balanced. The grid had achieved full surface synchronization. Then something subtle happened. Individuals at the outer ring stepped forward half a pace. The ring contracted. Then again. And again. From above, the crowd resembled a tightening spiral. At the center, one space remained empty, perfectly circular. No one entered. No one questioned it. The spiral completed. The footage cuts. When authorities arrived, the square was empty. No signs of dispersal. No debris. No panic. Just one metallic plate, set flush into the stone at the exact center point. It read, "Complete. Conclusion. Social environments are the final phase. Rooms can be abandoned, trains can be avoided, lifts can be refused. But crowds are irresistible. Humans seek alignment. They crave order. They feel comfort in shared rhythm. The grid does not force synchronization. It enhances it. If you ever enter a space where everyone seems to know where to stand, if lines form without instruction, if sound feels softened, edited, controlled, do not match the rhythm. Do not slow to their pace. Do not stand still long enough to fit. Because once you fit, you are no longer counted as an individual. You become structure, and structure does not leave. Comment one word, aligned or isolated.